So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
That has not gone well. And it's Modric. It's a threatening ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Robson. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Guardiola. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Modric. Robson powering forward here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Robson purring through the gears. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Guardiola. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Succumbs to the pressure. Chetri. First quarter of an hour gone. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Mohun Bagan have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Guardiola. Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now it's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. In it comes. Son Heung-min. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Hernandez. Now the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's clever. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. 15 minutes till half-time. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robson. Silvestre. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Son Heung-min. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Haaland. Gives it back. Looking to play him in. And a chance! He's got it all! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then.
Good chance here! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Šeško is offering a wry smile there.
Hernandez. And it's Modric. Chetri.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And here's Haaland. Robson. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Mohun Bagan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. The second period is on the way. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, The defence, though,
Sesko! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
and it's been given away. Real chance! And it's in! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, can they get him away? Guardiola. Oh, this is a great position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Backward it goes. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Mohan Bagan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this. Oh, good climb!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The pass has gone astray. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is good alertness. Burmo. Kimmich. Burmo. Never out of the action for very long. Nicely worked. Bayer clears. Now it's Kimmich. Kanu, steaming on goalwards. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Modric.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Number 10.
Dani
Messi.
Olmo.
Number 15. Edmilson. Substitution.
Mohun Bagan perhaps contemplating their next change here. There's the shot! And there's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, well measured. He has found the way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So no flag here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass has been well intercepted. Chetri. That's an excellent interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cannavaro.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Oh, good ball!
Takes a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So here comes the substitution.
Number 6.
Mohun Bagan look like they've won it,
Number 13.
but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments
Coming
are...
on the field.
And that's that. Mohun Bagan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Just a quick
Match award, and no
grab the tickets
surprise
you were given
there.
when you were walking through the gates.
So a game of thrills and time. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Dahari! Brilliant from Dahari!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mohan Bagan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Massaro. And the shot! And it's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected.
Shot a goal! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Lee Kang in. And the shot's on. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really...
Decent shot! And he scores! And it's Guardiola. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! And the ball's... Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he steered it beyond the post.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Oh, good take in a good area. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chetri, look at that, a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Tries one from range. No, not quite.
Kimmich clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
This ended up in no man's land. Gerrard takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
He's had it taken off him. Driving forward. Massaro. Oh, strongly challenged there. Son Heung-min. Massaro. Right card, promptly onto that, and that is that. Haaland. Spread it left, and he was quick to react. Mohun Bagan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Chetri. Guardiola. Cafu. And here's Lee Kang-in. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's the shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guardiola. Son Heung-min. Lee Kang-in running with the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lee Kang-in. He's found a way through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Chetri. Now somewhat off target. He won't be happy with that one. Guardiola. Rijkaard. Massaro. Nice control. And that brings the first half to a close. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
Mohun Bagan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And it's Kimmich. He has found the way through. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Zanetti. And Yamal stood up well to him there. That is good progress on the left. Great vision. Guardiola. Yamal. Guardiola. Lee Kang-in. Nice bit of trickery. Good purposeful running this. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Lee Kang-in having a look. Yamal. Son Heung-min looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Haaland purring through the gears. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lee Kang-in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Yamal. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward, the ball at his feet. Big chance! And it's in! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Zanetti. Oh, super find. Kimmich. Guardiola. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Son Heung-min. Lee Kang-in. Here's Chouameni. Lee Kang-in. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Guardiola. And it's Kimmich. Cannavaro. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Into the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it into space. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! It's all becoming so easy. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So now the difference is 3. Guardiola makes a dash for it. And the finish! And there's a goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Yamal. Number 13.
Time for a change in personnel. Mohun Bagan may be down, but not out just yet.
Number 8, Rijkaard. Number 20,
Modric.
Son Heung-min. Coming on the field, number 10.
Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Edmilson.
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And this is Modric. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So could they be onto something here? And it's made its way to... He's had a shot! It's in! Deep into injury time! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Mohun Bagan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale fin. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning, especially when you look back that they played him.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Showing good feet. Messi! Wonderful save by Vitor. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, facing uphill, try from distance. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cannavaro. Haaland. Guardiola. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. And now they can clear their lines. It'll be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the...
He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Baresi getting this one clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Haaland, someone who is excelling big time. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Haaland. Look at the space here. Rohan Bagan yet to have an attempt on goal. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And he's straight offside. Pirlo. Driving forward. And he's heaved it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Picked out brilliantly. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chance! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Haaland. Guardiola. Some really good ball movement.
Mahmoud Bagan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Haaland. Pirlo. Messi. And the counter is on. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Del Piero powering forward here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Del Piero. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former.
Messi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he's being shifted off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Guardiola. And it's Son Heung-min. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Spread out to the left. And he was alert to it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ah, he's given a great chance! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Thinks one through. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That's good play. He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Del Piero.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nakamura, a player who needs no introduction. Guardiola. Del Piero. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Mohun Bagan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Mahmoud Bagan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Nakamura. He's looking wide. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pirlo. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice physical challenge. And it's Son Heung-min. Time and again they are repelled. Son Heung-min is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And here's Bale. Space for him to turn and look. Decent chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, nice touch. Goes for the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Nakamura. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Messi. And this is Bale. Mbappe! And a neat finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest, real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mohun Bagan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Guardiola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. "75 minutes played. And it's Son Heung-min. That is good alertness. Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Silvestre. Messi. Big chance! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from
Number
both sides.
13,
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Cannavaro. Number 6,
Albert Ferrer.
Number 27.
Bagan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's worked it through. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution in progress.
This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Zanetti. And Edmilson. Rijkaard. Opts for safety.
Bagan seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
And he goes cross-field. And he's forced to go back. And it's gone back to the keeper. Edmilson. And it's Rijkaard. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And time is up. Mohun Bagan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Hello attendees, this is a
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Bagan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here.
Impressive! Oh, it rattles the bar! He's delivered all right!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Serginho. Nicely spread. Big chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So they have it all to do. Getting up there! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. De Bruyne. Now it's Yamal. And here's Haaland. Chetri in with the challenge. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is lovely. Oh, strongly challenged there. Neymar. That's a sharp pass. Quarter of an hour played. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. He's picked his way through. And here's Gerrard. Silvestre gets a foot in here. Neymar. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Looking to play him in.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk. Mohun Bagan do make frequent use of the long diagonal, Jim.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get their fullbacks as involved as possible, Peter.
And what's the thought behind that?
Well, they're the ones who can find those little pockets of space out wide or go beyond the defence on the overlap. It really opens up all sorts of options for them.
And it's Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
15 minutes till half-time. This looks promising. Very nicely done. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kimmich. It's a promising position. Great defending, strong and determined.
Zanetti.
Alexander-Arnold.
Zanetti.
Serginho. Neymar. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's fabulous. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Kimmich. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Chance for a shot! And he's done it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Added time.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Mohun Bagan leading now. And it's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Mohun Bagan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So right back into the action. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here is a player who is really happening.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Delivers with a header! And that's a sharp finish. Oh, but the flag's up.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Stood up well to him there. Scholes. Spread to the right. Succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Haaland is onto this. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And just like that, the man of the moment has his third. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And there was his third. Ah, he's given it away. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. And it's Serginho. Kimmich. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Driving through the mid. Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
60 minutes played. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Scholes. Oh, can he get onto this? Pinches it off him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's on it. Can he get away? De Bruyne. Yamal. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
17, Neymar. Number 18, Scholes.
And he's intervened well there.
Coming on the field, number 7,
Zanetti.
The man synonymous with solidity.
Number 20, Min. Number 15,
And Messi!
Edmilson.
Chance
Substitution.
again. No. Aims beyond the defence. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a pretty loose pass. João Pedro. So what can they make of this? Great vision. Oh, super find. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. Played out towards the right wing. Rijkaard. And that really should have been that.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
João Pedro. And it's Serginho. Silvestre. And the counter is on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. In by Messi. Oh, good effort. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.